Hey guys, my name's Jonna. I'm an Aggie with a plan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking through a few of the things I use to structure my month. September's coming quick and I'm sitting down to get prepared for the month ahead. So if you're interested in what I use to plan my month, stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I'm sitting down to work through September and get ideas for the month ahead of, what's going on in the lives of my husband and I, what's going on in the lives of our friends and our family, but also making some room for the things that we enjoy and the fun things as well. So as I'm sitting down, a few of the tools that I'm going to kind of just be briefly talking about are Notion, Google Cal, and then my Erin Condren 7x9 family planner. So the first thing I like to do when I'm sitting down to plan my month is I take a look at our Google Calendar. Ronnie and I do a pretty good job of keeping it updated with events as we know that they're happening. They usually won't go in my planner super far out. If COVID has taught us anything, is that the world can change on a dime. And so we've learned that keeping track of long-term planning electronically is kind of the way that we've learned to thrive. So with that in mind, we sit down with our Google Cal. We talk through any potential things going on in the month ahead, and then we move to the Erin Condren family planner. At this point, we talk about anything going on within our home specifically. So we talk about when bills are due. We talk about, what anything we need to be aware of with the meal plan. We talk about cleaning. We talk about any maintenance stuff. Like all that stuff kind of gets wrapped in to what goes into our family planner at this point. As I'm planning everything else, I look to Notion, which has become a lot more task-based for me. And so it holds a lot of my content creation planning, as well as master copies of things like our meal plan and things of that nature. So all that to say, I tend to get all that information put together in our family planner. Then I transfer it to my main planner. And that's where I sit and let those plans for our home kind of guide my week. And so I see where my white space is. I see where Ronnie's white space is. And we plan date nights. We planned nights to go and hang out together that are not date nights per se, where we go hang out with friends and family, all that jazz. And then we also have nights where we sit and watch TV together. And we try to get an idea of when we can squeeze that time in because life is busy. It goes by really, really quick. And there's just not enough hours in the day sometimes to do all the things we want to do because it's pulled together with all of our have to do's. So all that to say, we sit down and we start to structure our month. So the first thing I like to do when I'm planning for my month is I sit with all the non-negotiables. So this is stuff that comes straight from our family planner, all the things that have to get done, all of our have to's. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of joys in the have-tos, and I definitely try to find the joys in the have-to, but these are definitely the non-negotiables. These are the, hey, needs to happen. These are things like when maintenance needs to happen. This is when, work schedules come into place. All those kinds of things that we can't really move around that are pretty set in stone. Bills also fall in that category. The next thing we like to do is try to structure in time for any events. We both are huge football fans, both football, American football, and football from across the pond. And so we enjoy watching sports together. And so a lot of our weekends are now going to be taken up with sports. I sit down and I take a look at A&M's schedule, Gig Maggie's, and I take a look at West Ham United's schedule because we are diehard Irons fans in our house. Come on, you Irons. And we take some time to look through those and see where we're going to be watching those games and matches and, just how it kind of fits into our schedule and our structure of our lives. The last thing we do is we take some time to schedule in some fun. This is literally the most important step to me. I take time to look and see where I can sneak in a day trip here and there. Or we take time to see, hey, it looks like this period of our life is going to be a little bit less hectic. Maybe we can schedule a day in and we just hang out and, catch up on our favorite shows together if we've been missing them, things like that. And so I think it's so important that as we're sitting down to remember that not everything on your calendar can be the non-negotiables, because you're going to burn yourself out. Not everything can be the events, because no matter how social you are, you will get tired of people at some point. And not everything can be fun, because bills exist. But the important thing is to find a balance. You know, take time to look and see where you can sneak that fun in. Take time to look and see where you have that white space. I think it was Kendra Adachi who referred to that white space as bunting. And I thought it was so freaking genius, because it gave us a chance to figure out when some of those tasks can get done, because the to-do list is always going to be never ending. But time is ending. Like, you don't have unlimited time to figure things out. So yeah, anyway, that's what I use to structure my month. All these tools are things that benefit us, and it's what makes our lives work the way that they're supposed to, in theory. Yeah. So I think that's all I've really got. Anyways, if you liked this video and want more insight into how I structure my days, how I structure my weeks, my months, all that jazz, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'm still new to this content creator life, so if you have any other suggestions for me or content that you really want to see on my channel, feel free to comment that below as well. If you like this video, please make sure that you like it and give it a Fighting Texas Aggie thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.